Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next question of our agriculture optional answer writing practice series, and the question for today is briefly discuss the methods of lawn making in India. So we will see what are the methods through which we can make a lawn. So let's start the answer. In introduction part you can simply describe what this lawn making is. So lawn making involves the establishment of a uniform grassy area, establishment of a uniform uniform grassy area that enhances the aesthetic values of gardens, parks, institutions, that enhances aesthetic value of gardens, parks, institutions, etc. And in India, as we see that here the different kinds of climates are there, so different kinds of grasses are used as per the area, as per the locality. So we will see the main methods now. So I hope you understand what lawn making is. Now methods. So the first method is direct seeding. Seeding, or you can mention here direct seeding. So here what we do, we grass here the grasses seeds are sown directly on the prepared soil. Suppose we have a soil prepared, so we will this is our soil. So we will simply broadcast the grasses seed uniformly all over the soil. So it is suitable for kind of large areas. Okay, where the area is large and turfing and other processes are difficult. So we generally seed them, and it is very common in grasses such as ryegrass. Right, but it has certain advantages and disadvantages. In advantages, you can mention that obviously it is economical, it is easy for large areas, but there are certain disadvantages also, such as there is uneven growth because you are using seeding. So some seeds sometimes grow fastly, some are growing slowly. So uneven growth would be there, and here the establishment time is very longer establishment time because every grass needs to grow to a proper height, and then they will be using machine, they will be cutted and all these things, so it takes a lot of time. So this was the first method, seeding. Now the second method is turfing, and this is also known as sodding. So what happens here, here grasses turfs or grasses sods, grass turfs, or you can also refer them as sods, with soil and roots are cut from nurseries and laid over the prepared area. With soil and roots, these are cut from nurseries and laid over to the prepared area. So this is what turfing is. Suppose this is our nursery, we have grown certain amount of grass here. So we will simply cut this part from the nursery and lay down it in the field. So this is what turfing is. Okay. So it is very much kind of suitable for, I am mentioning that in advantages. In advantages, it is very much suitable for instant lawn. When you want instant lawn, you have grasses grown, you have to just put it here. Secondly, here turfs are laid edge to edge, or you can simply mention here that it is immediate aesthetic appeal. Here the turfs are laid edge to edge. Okay, so it will give you a immediate aesthetic appeal, but there are certain disadvantages also, such as it is very expensive. Also, it is very labor intensive. labor intensive. So these are some of the disadvantages of turfing. So I hope you understand what turfing is. You will be able to replicate this in exam. Now the next one is the dibbling. So what happens dibbling? Dibbling is also known as root stock planting. So what happens in dibbling is that here the rooted slips or stolons are dipped, inserted into sorry. Here the rooted slips or stolons are dipped, or you can say inserted into the soil at a regular spacing. So here rooted stolons, or it is also known as slips, are inserted into soil. It is dipped, or you can say inserted into soil at regular spacing. Okay, so this is what dibbling it. It is very common for some grasses such as dhoop grass, Augustine grass, Saint Augustine grass. Okay, so these are kind of things. So here we keep a spacing. Suppose this is our field. So we have already grown grass. We will simply dip the grasses here. At a certain spacing, these grasses will grow. These grasses will grow and make our lawn beautiful. So the advantages here of dibbling are that first of all, it is low cost and easy to establishment. Easy to establish. But there are certain disadvantages also, such as takes longer time to cover the area because every grasses needs to grow. Takes longer time to cover the area. So this is the third method, that is dibbling. Now fourth one is the plugging. So what happens in plugging? Some small rooted grasses, or those are also known as plugs, with some soil are planted at intervals. Small rooted grasses, also known as plugs, are grown at certain intervals. It's very similar to dibbling only. Grown at certain intervals. But here the spacing, if you will see, spacing is kind of little bit more than dibbling. Okay, and everything is similar only. Okay, but due to the larger spacing, what happens there? Even mentioned this in disadvantages, that weeds sometimes grow between them. Okay, so advantages and disadvantages will be very similar to dibbling only. So this is what plugging is. Okay, so we will take some plugs, that is small rooted grasses, and grow them at certain intervals. Next one is the, you can also mention about a synthetic turf. So number 5, synthetic turf or artificial lawn. So what happens here? This synthetic turf is not the real turf. It is kind of, the grasses are here are made of plastic or kind of some fibers or other things. So, and these are maintenance free. But this is not a kind of eco-friendly landscaping. But yes, it still is. But it is done in, if you see some urban areas, in house, in our balconies, this is done. So this was about the various methods of kind of preparing a lawn in India. Some common grasses you should know, which you can use as example various times: dhoop grass, carpet grass, Mexican grass, and we have Joycia grass. So remember these grasses, which you can remember and which we can use. And in the conclusion, you can simply mention that the choice should depend on the budget, urgency, area size, and maintenance capacity. And India generally dibbling and turfing are the most common. So you can mention all these things. So that is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button. Please do share and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.